Hey, all about fishing with Big Kev. Hey, we're back out here. We're doing that cornfield mount on the Terrova. And like I told you, it snowed last night, but we're going to get it done. So let's get this thing mounted. So first we're going to take this bracket, put it up top here. Okay, I got that one mounted loose because I still got to run the cable through the hole, you know, the hole that's on the one side of that to support that cable holder. So now I'm going to put this, and when you're talking about the knuckle on the Terrova, we're talking about this knuckle right here. This is the difference between a lift assist and a non-lift assist Terrova, is this knuckle, and then that brass band right there that runs the length. It coils up in here. It's kind of like a brass spring or a copper spring. I guess it's copper or copper coated metal or something, but anyway, it's a retention spring, so that's your lift assist. So we're going to go ahead and get this mounted on here facing that way. And it tells you that it doesn't have to come completely closed on this gap to tighten it, but don't over tighten it. You just want it snug. So we want to make sure everything's lined up. So it goes around the knuckle here, you pull, your cable latches into here. Now we've got to drape it up to the top up there. And that's going to snake through up there to that. So let's get that done. So now we've got all this cable that we've got to get back to our black box. So what I'm going to do is route that through my cable here. So my black box sits underneath this nose triangle. There's a cubby in there, big opening in the front. That's where I got my black box. So that's where the end of this has to go to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie wrap this back down my power cord of my trolling motor, and then it'll go right in that cubby and plug into that black box. But for today, till it warms up, I'm just going to stick that cable in there and call it good. So basically, it's just going to tie wrap to that or tape it to there and so forth, so when it goes down. So that being said, let's deploy this and see what it looks like. See there, got a problem. So what happened is these fingers were catching this bar, so I had to offset my bar to dodge these here on the deployment. It'll tell you in the instructions that you're supposed to go even with the trolling motor, but if you have to offset it to allow it to deploy, then offset it. So something I've done from day one is I've used a Velcro strap. And that just helps it from blowing around in the wind as it go down the highway. I did it for my wire, but now I'm going to do it for both this cable and that one. Just keeps a lot of wind swing and everything out of that as minimal as possible. Just a Velcro strap. I take it off when I get to the lake. So anyway, that's the cornfield mount. Hopefully that shows you so hopefully that shows you what you're curious about. And can't wait to get on the water and try it out. So we'll see what happens.